Hey guys, my name is Shashwat and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. For today, my topic for the video is Mitakahara and Dayabhaga schools of Hindu law. First of all, let me tell you something about Hindu law. It is one of the oldest jurisprudence in the world. It was made for the welfare of the people and to satisfy their needs. It is applied to the Hindus, Jainis, Sikhs and Buddhists. Earlier, it was made as rules for Hindu religion, but now, in the modern era, it is referred as a separate legal theory. After the independence, the country came up with the whole new constitution. Only after that, Hindu law came into its real form. Now, the two types of Hindu law consist of codified law and uncodified law. I am talking about the Hindu law, not the schools right now. So there is codified law and uncodified law. The concept of schools of Hindu law does not come under the uncodified law. It comes under codified law. However, the schools were made much earlier, but as a legal theory, they were added in the Hindu law after independence. Now, there are, as I said, as I mentioned in my topic, there are the two main schools of Hindu law, that is Mitakahara and Dayabhaga. First of all, the Mitakahara school of Hindu law was written by a very educated scholar, and it became one of the most influential jurisprudence in the Hindu law. Its principles are still in practice only except in West Bengal and Assam. They cover the whole India. The salient features of Mitakahara school of Hindu law are that the main feature is principal division of the ancestral property held by Hindu joint family. So accordingly to this school, Hindu joint family refers to only to the male member of the family and extends to include his son, grandson, great-grandson. Thus, a son only by birth acquires an interest in the Hindu joint family property. All the members of the Hindu joint family enjoy co-parcenary rights, also co-parcenal shares in not defined and cannot be disposed. In this school, there is a system called partition, in which none of the members of co-parceners can claim a definite shares. Thus, a partition in the system involves asserting and defining of shares of co-parceners. A wife doesn't has any demand has any right to demand the partition, though she has a right to be a part of all the partition. Mitakahara law of joint family propounds the doctrine of son's right by birth in the joint family property. The joint family property does not pass by inheritance, but it goes to those who among the groups known as co-parceners survive each other. This may also be called as a rule of survivorship. Then comes the second most important school of law, that is the Dayabhaga school of law, of Hindu law. The Dayabhaga law was written by a scholar named as Jimvuthana. It focuses mainly upon the procedure of inheritance, partition and the joint family. This school was predominantly prevailed in Assam and West Bengal and was one of the most important schools of Hindu law. And then Dayabhaga school was made with the view of removing all the other insensible and artificial features of inheritance which they thought were. They on the spot gain of this new digest is that it has a tendency to take away all of the shortcomings and barriers of the formerly hooked up standards and inclusion of many cognates within the listening of ears, which became constrained via way of means of the Mitakahara school. Under Dayabhaga school, inheritance is governed by the rule of spirituality as a treatment, and also this does not give away any right for the women, because the sons cannot demand partition as father is an absolute owner. This is what the Dayabhaga said. Thus, in both the systems, in both Mitakahara and Dayabhaga, in any partition among the sons, mother is entitled to share equal to that of a son. Now, I may conclude that the Mitakahara system is conservative. It offers desirable protection in instances of problems, as a member can depend upon the joint family. However, every now and then a member can depend upon the end member. The Dayabhaga machine is greater towards liberalism. Among the two, Dayabhaga is much more likely to final the current instances with the increase of individualism. That will be all for today. Hope you like the video. Please share and subscribe.